So here we have a brand new fragrance from Coach. Actually, it came out last year in 2023, so it's fairly new, relatively speaking. This is a pretty simple note breakdown, and it has wild strawberries, rose, and cedarwood. This one is called Coach Love Eau de Parfum. I'm looking forward to giving you my thoughts on this fragrance that is marketed for women, so make sure to stay tuned. Now, before I begin today's episode and I give you my thoughts on Coach Love Eau de Parfum, and of course, Coach has released so many fragrances with a similar aesthetic and the cap that twists to lock it into place in case you're traveling with it. You don't want it to misfire in your purse or clutch or something like that. I want to start the video off first by saying that if you're a fan of fragrance-related content, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell, and please give this video a thumbs up for the YouTube algorithm. It would really mean a lot to me. So here we have a fragrance that came out towards the tail end of 2023, if not a little bit earlier, maybe mid-year or something like that. I haven't been keeping very good track of release dates as far as the brand of Coach is concerned, although I do have the men's versions and a lot of them are quite wonderful, huge compliment getters, especially the original Coach for Men and Coach Blue, and then of course there's the discontinued Leatherwear, which was an amazing grapefruit-based fragrance, but that's besides the point. I'm going off on a tangent here. With this one having notes of rose, strawberry, and cedar, is it going to be long-lasting? Is it going to be on the fruity floral side of things? Is it going to have any other tinges to it? Maybe some that might allow us to make comparisons with other popular designer or niche fragrances. I'll give you my thoughts on the smell in just a moment. Let's start things off with a quick look at the presentation first. Now, in the opening of this fragrance, you are going to get that fruity appeal. And it's not an overdose of fruit. You know, you look at a fragrance like Burberry Her, and it also has a bit of like that strawberry vibe. And I get the strawberry in Burberry Her a lot more strongly than I do with Coach Love. With this aesthetic, of course, you think of love, you think of hearts, you think of red. Red is a color that conveys or symbolizes romance, affection, you know, just being in a relationship. It's a great Valentine's Day gift, I think. So the strawberry that is in here is not too fruity. So another thing that I equate or associate with a fruity smell is sweetness. You know, sometimes fruity ingredients can be quite sweet to the point that they are saccharine. Sometimes they can even be gourmand leaning. So if you're looking for an overly sweet, juicy, fruity type of a fragrance, you won't find that here necessarily. And I think that's because you do have the strawberry coupled with the rose. Now the rose in here, it's very smooth, it's very subtle, and it does sort of help convey that romantic aura to the fragrance. So I actually enjoy it for that reason. You take the strawberry, you couple it with rose, and it's really wonderfully done. I mean, if you're looking for something that conveys romance, flirtatiousness, sensuality, I think Coach Love has that. Of course, if you're looking for something that is quite heavy on sweet fruits, there are many other options on the market, of course. And if you're looking for something with a really strong woodsy base, you know, this isn't the fragrance for that either. You know, the cedarwood is more of a fixative. It's more of an ingredient residing in the base to sort of anchor the fragrance, help sustain the longevity. Doesn't really contribute to the odor profile though, or the aroma profile as it were, since the word odor sometimes has a negative connotation. The cedarwood in here is not peppery, it's not woodsy, it doesn't smell like pencil shavings, it doesn't smell like anything like that, but it does help the fragrance last. And given the fact that this is an eau de parfum concentration, you can expect it to last somewhere in the realm of 6 to 8 hours. But what you're going to get from this is a subtle sweetness. You do get the fruitiness, but you have that really nice pairing of this smooth, clean rose ingredient, and it just kind of conveys that purity, but it's also sensual and flirtatious at the same time. So definitely, if you find this in a department store next time you go shopping at your local mall, definitely give it a try. I think it's a really solid fragrance to pick up and have in your collection. And also, if you have that special someone in your life, you're looking to gift them a perfume, especially next month, you know, it is going to be Valentine's Day quite soon, I would recommend you check this one out. Let's go ahead and finish things off with my overall assessment. First up, in terms of the uniqueness and the overall smell, I definitely do find this fragrance to be unique in the sense that I was expecting maybe the rose to be a little bit more jammy, or I was expecting the strawberry to be a little bit more on the saccharine and sweet side of things, but it's not. And as a fruity floral, it kind of goes goes against some other fruity florals or most other fruity florals on the market, which tend to integrate either jasmine or gardenia and either peach or apricot as the fruity counterpart. So this one with the strawberry and the rose I think is a really unique twist. In terms of the longevity, like I said, 7 to 8 hours on skin. Projection was quite good. For the first 45 minutes of application, it radiated within an arm's length. It became an elbow's length scent right around hour 5, I want to say, a skin scent right around hour 7 or 8. In terms of the versatility, it's feminine leaning. It is marketed for women, but of course, wear what you want, wear what makes you happy. If you're a fan of the note of rose or strawberry, don't let these classifications deter you from wearing what makes you happy. This one I think is great for casual or formal scenarios. I think this one might be best for the hotter weather, or I would say spring and summer, maybe not dead of winter. I know Coach has some heavier offerings that can be pulled off in the winter time, especially if you live, you know, not too close to the equator. If you live in a colder climate, I would recommend something a little bit on the heavier side of things. Anybody of any age can wear this very comfortably, I think. And as far as the presentation is concerned, rather simple with a name like Love, red presentation. I think it does a fine job in conveying what the brand was hoping to, you know, address or bring across in terms of the messaging, the color palette, the name, the ambiance, the aura. My final verdict on this fragrance is it's a wonderfully done, albeit simple, fruity floral fragrance. It doesn't push any boundaries. It would make for a perfect gift. It conveys a nice sense of purity and sensuality at the same time, and it has that mass appeal. It has the compliment factor. Coach Love, check it out. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please do consider supporting the channel by subscribing to it. Hit the bell and give this video a thumbs up for the algorithm. It would really mean a lot to me. Thanks again for watching. I love you guys, and we'll see you tomorrow with a new episode.